Hello friends! Today you'll see how actors of the movie Home Alone have changed 30 years after. You'll know their original names and age. I will show you how they looked then in 1990 and what's with them now in 2020. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go! Kate McAllister, Catherine O'Hara, is the mother of Kevin McAllister. Kate is quick-tempered, but loving and intelligent. Kate gets very stressed, especially when late for their flights. She panics, eventually realizing that Kevin was forgotten, left behind at home. Harry Lime, Joe Pesci, a school dropout, telling Kevin he never made it to the 6th grade. At some point, he would partner up with Marv and became known as the Wet Bandits, the most infamous criminals alive. Eventually, they would go to Chicago to rob the McAllisters' neighborhood. Linnie McAllister is one of Kevin's older sisters in Home Alone. She's the youngest sister of Buzz and Megan and the older sister of Jeff. Although she talks down to Kevin in the first movie, she's not as mean to him as his other siblings are. She was portrayed by Angela Goethals. Marv Merchant's Daniel Stern was a burglar who regularly partnered with Harry, forming the Wet Bandits. While both are not very bright, Marv is more of the muscle of the Wet Bandits. He's extremely dumb, and while he has his moments of determination, deep down he's a complete coward. Sandra McAllister, Diana Rain, is Kevin's cousin. Sandra is the sister of Tracy, Brooke, Rod, and Fuller McAllister, and the daughter of Leslie and Frank McAllister. Sandra is one of the very nice characters. She's first seen getting ready to go on the family's trip to Paris. Buzz McAllister, played by Devin Bretray, was the oldest son as well as the eldest child of Peter and Kate McAllister. Buzz is a mix of typical movie bullies like jocks, preppies, greasers, and normal bullies. Being a bully character, Buzz bullies Kevin both physically and verbally. Megan McAllister is Kevin's older sister. Unlike Buzz, she's not as mean to Kevin and is instead quite protective of him. She loves and cares for him, despite actually being mean to him. Megan's relationship with Kevin can switch from good to bad. She was portrayed by Hilary Wolf. Fuller McAllister, played by Kieran Culkin, is the younger cousin of Kevin. Fuller was designated to sleep on the hide bed with his cousin Kevin during the night before their Christmas trip to France. This was much to Kevin's disappointment, since Fuller was a notorious bedwetter. Heather McAllister is Kevin's oldest cousin. She attends Northwestern University, and her parents, Georgette and Rob, live in Paris, as Rob has gotten a job transfer the summer before. She tags along with the other McAllisters for the trip to Paris. She was played by Kristen Minter. Peter McAllister was the father of Kevin, Buzz, Megan, Linnie, and Jeff McAllister, as well as the husband of Kate McAllister. Following a power outage, the family accidentally slept in. In the midst of their rush to leave, they accidentally left Kevin behind. He was played by John Hurt. Tracy McAllister, St. Moses Macon, is Kevin's cousin and the oldest daughter of Leslie and Frank McAllister. She seems to be one of the nice characters in the movie and doesn't really interact too often with Kevin. Out of all the McAllister kids, Tracy seems to be the nicest to Kevin. Jeff McAllister, Michael C. Morona, was the fourth child of Peter and Kate McAllister. When Kevin got into a fight with Buzz over pizza, Jeff called him a disease, to which Kevin told him to shut up. As the McAllisters got into the van, Jeff horsed around with another family member. Frank McAllister, Jerry Beman, is the brother of Peter McAllister and the father of Tracy, Sandra, Brooke, and Fuller McAllister. He is known for being extremely cheap. Frank lived in Ohio, and drove his family to his brother Peter's house to leave for a family vacation to Paris. Gus Polinski, the polka king of the Midwest, is a minor character from Home Alone. Gus first appears in the Scranton airport when Kate is trying to get a flight to Chicago. Upon hearing about her dilemma, Gus offers her a ride, which Kate gladly accepts. He was played by John Candy. Leslie McAllister, Terry Snell, is the aunt to Kevin, Buzz, Megan, Lenny, Jeff, Heather, and twins. She is a middle-aged woman, blonde lady with a more stocky build. She speaks with a very nurturing tone and is quite motherly. She's definitely extremely family-oriented and strict. Rodney, Rod McAllister, is the cousin to Kevin McAllister. Rod is the brother of Sandra, Tracy, Brooke, and Fuller, and the son of Frank and Leslie McAllister. Rod doesn't have that many lines and is not a well-known character. Rod was portrayed by actor Jedediah Cohen. Old Man Marley, Robert's Blossom, was Kevin McAllister's kindly neighbor who was rumored murdered his entire family and half of the people on the block with the snow shovel. In addition, he kept his victims in his bucket of salt, using the salt to turn dead bodies into mummies. A young unnamed pizza delivery man was an employee of Little Nero's Pizza who appears in the first Home Alone movie. He appears in the beginning of the movie, delivering a large amount of pizzas to the McAllister's house before their trip to Paris. He was played by D. Danny Warhol. Sally, credited as Checkout Girl, is the minor character in Home Alone. She appears once when Kevin comes to the store to buy everything he needs to set up traps in his home to fend off burglars. Checkout Girl was portrayed by actress Tracy Connor. French Ticket Agent was an airport employee in Home Alone. She has a very short appearance in the movie where she talks to Kate and Peter McAllister. Parisian airport receptionist was portrayed by American actress Hope Davis. This is a pretty girl, 26 years old in the movie, now she's 56. Brooke McAllister, Anna Slotky, is one of the Kevin's cousins. She's the sister of Tracy, Rod, Sandra, Fuller McAllister, and the daughter of Frank McAllister. Brooke is seen rushing to the airport with the rest of the family to catch the flight. Brooke wears reddish-pink glasses. Kevin McAllister, Macaulay Culkin, is youngest child. He is often the victim of bullying from his older siblings, with his mom often unfairly chastising Kevin. He is very intelligent and cunning for his age. He is able to devise a whole array of booby traps in order to foil the bandits. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please share it on social networks, like it, and of course subscribe to the channel.